put on my boots. Your porch light stayed on, like you knew the truth. Your note on the table, just 3 hard lines, said don't wait up now. And I read it twice. I stood in the hall with my hands in my coat, couldn't say a thing, couldn't swallow the choke. The clock kept ticking like a drum with a grudge, and I learned real quick, love can turn to dust. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go now. I'm still your poor boy at the riverbed now. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go now. If you ever love me, say it out loud. Your ring still shines in the sink by the soap, a glass half full and a heart half broke. I traced your name on the foggy glass, watched it fade away like a train gone past. I heard you call on the gravel lane, then the night got still and it all felt strange. If you're walking back, let me hear your key. I've been waiting here like a wounded tree. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go now. I'm still your poor boy at the riverbed now. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go now. If you ever love me, say it out loud. Maybe I'm too proud, maybe I'm too slow, maybe all that fire ain't enough to hold, but I'll open this door. If you call my name, I can take the rain, I can take the shame. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go now. I'm still your poor boy at the riverbed now. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go now. If you ever love me, say it out loud. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go now. I'll meet you halfway if you stay around. This highway's full of headlights, but none of them are yours. I'm counting empty bottles, like I'm counting open doors. The motel sign is flickering, a buzz inside my brain. I swore I heard your laughter, but it's only dripping rain. My fingers used to know you, every curve and every scar. Now they're holding on to nothing but the steering wheel of a car. It takes me past the graveyard where we buried what we had, a wooden cross that reads forever. Funny, now it's sad. I painted over memories with gasoline and pride, but the fire left a silhouette I cannot put aside. You asked me for my honesty, I gave you pretty lies. Now I'm staring at the mirror, and the mirror's got your eyes. So let the trumpet mourn me, let the organ weep my name. I'm a sinner in a sanctuary, playing poker with my shame. I don't need no absolution, I just need to feel the sting. 'Cause forgiveness is a stranger, and I don't deserve the thing. Sunday morning comes too quiet, no choir, no amen, just a lonely cup of coffee and a pen that runs dry again. I wrote you 50 letters, tore each one to shreds, put them in a paper bag and left them for the rats in sheds. The devil knows my number, we talk most every night. He says, son, you had a diamond, but you traded it for spite. I tell him, keep your servants, I've heard them all before. He just laughs and pours another, then he shows me to the door. What if I stood naked in the middle of the crowd? What if I screamed your name until my lungs ran out of sound? Would the heavens crack wide open? Would the river name, 'cause forgiveness is a stranger. Paint the wet pavement like tears on a stranger's face. Another night, another city, just me in this empty space. My heart a heavy suitcase, packed with all my mistakes. Midnight train, whistle blows. Midnight train, where it goes, nobody knows. A smile I barely recall, whispers in the lonely dark, echoes down a forgotten hall. Maybe tomorrow the sun will shine, maybe I'll find a new sign. But tonight I'm just a passenger on this long and winding line. Midnight train, whistle blows. Midnight train, where it goes, nobody knows. the wet pavement like tears on a stranger's face. Another night, another city, just me and this empty space. My heart a heavy suitcase, packed with all my mistakes. Midnight train, whistle blows. Midnight train, where it goes, nobody knows. Midnight train, takes my soul. Midnight train, losing all control. Faded photographs of yesterday, a smile I barely recall, whispers in the lonely dark, echoes down a forgotten hall. My heart a heavy suitcase, packed with all my mistakes. Midnight train, whistle blows. Midnight train, where it goes, nobody knows. Midnight train, takes my soul. Midnight train, losing all control. Faded photographs of yesterday, a smile I barely recall, whispers in the lonely dark, echoes down a forgotten hall. My heart a heavy suitcase, packed with all my mistakes. Midnight train, whistle blows. Midnight train, where it goes, nobody knows. Midnight train, takes my soul. Midnight train, losing all control. Free lights paint the wet pavement like tears on a stranger's face. Another night, another city, just me and this empty space. My heart a heavy suitcase. The rain taps the slow walls on my window pane, and the whiskey in my glass just tastes like yesterday. Your shadows on the ceiling, your whisper on the floor. I keep on dialing your number, though I know you're not home no more. They say time is a healer, but they lied between their teeth. 'Cause every tick of the clock is another nail beneath. I gave you the best part, the part I couldn't sell. Now I'm just a jukebox playing songs about a broken spell. But my love for you crowded avenue. For half a second I forgot I wasn't next to you. The gospel choir sings in my chest when I hear your name, but the church is empty now, and I'm the only one to blame. They say love is a river, but mine's a drying well. Every tear I cried for you could fill the deepest shell. I wrote your name in smoke, I wrote it in the sand, but the wind and the tide keep bringing it back to my hand. Oh, but my love for you is rusted gold, bent and faded, but it won't grow old. Oh, it's a heavy chain, but I can't let it go, 'cause even rusted gold still shines in the afterglow. Yeah, afterglow, baby. I ain't asking for a second chance, I ain't begging for a brand new dance. Just let me stand here in the rain and remember the sun before the pain, because my love for you, oh yes it is rusted gold, so heavy, Lord, bent and faded, but it won't grow old. Oh, it's a heavy chain, I can't break it, but I don't wanna let it go. 'Cause even rusted gold still shines in the afterglow. Yeah, in the afterglow. The jukebox hums a forgotten key through the smoke and the whiskey stain. Your shadow leans where you used to be, just a ghost in a window pane. I trace your name on the bar top wood, where the rings of your glass still gleam. But the truth cuts deeper than I understood. Love don't die, it just turns me. The midnight train took your silver lead, left the rust of a hollow vow. I count the cracks in the photograph where your smile don't fit no how. The preacher said till the earth gives way, but the earth just spins and lies. Now I'm speaking low to the dirt and clay as the final ember dies. but he's busy elsewhere. So I pour my grief in a bottleneck tune, let the saxophone cry my shame. Every note is a crescent moon that refuses to spell your name. The porch swing creaks like a rusty prayer, and the oak tree knows my shame. I carved your initials next to mine there, but the bark grew over the flame. Now the neighbor's child brings me warm cornbread, and she asks why my eyes are wet. I say, child, some loves are better left dead than living with regret. So I walk the levee till the delta floods, with a mouth full of dust and gin. No more pleading with the stars above, what breaks once won't mend again. Just the hiss of the rain on a cold iron rail, and the hush of a world grown dim. This heart ain't a ship, it's a splintered nail, and the wood's too warm to swim.
I came in soaked by the river road. Your booth was empty, but the pie was cold. Salt in my cups, dust on my shoes. I asked the waitress for the old man blues. She said, baby, sit, if your heart still works, there's a place for her when the good stuff hurts. Take this old ache, take this old ache. I've been carrying it too long. Take this old ache, take this old ache, and make it sing me home. Make it sing me home. Your name on my tongue, like a worn out chain. I try to pray, but it sounds like rain. I've seen hard days in a cracked up mirror. Still my chest keeps calling for one thing clearer. She said, baby, sit, if your heart still works, there's a place for her when the good stuff hurts. Take this old ache, take this old ache. I've been carrying it too long. Take this old ache, take this old ache, and make it sing me home. Make it sing me home. Sing me home, make it sing me home. Take this old ache, take this old ache, take this old ache. I can finally let it go, let it go. I knew your voice before I knew your face, like a hymn my grandmother used to hum. You walked into my ordinary space and made the broken floorboards come alive with drums. Your laughter tasted like summer rain on drought-cracked earth that forgot how to drink. Suddenly my scars weren't stains, they were maps I'd follow to the brink. You held my hand like it was made of glass, not because I'm fragile, but because I'm rare. You saw the storm clouds that others let pass and built a shelter from your own prayer. I asked you once why me of all the rest. You said love don't ask for reasons, dear. It finds the one who fits the chest, where the heart has room for fear. We planted tulips in the backyard dirt, though I told you I've killed every green thing. You laughed and said some things don't hurt, they just need time to learn to spring. That summer the flowers grew so tall, neighbors asked what magic we used. I said no magic, just two fools enthralled to a love that refused to be abused. Last winter brought the heaviest snow, the pipes burst, the roof caved in. We sat by the fire watching the glow, and you said this is where we begin. Not in mansions, not in gold, but in the cracks where the light seeps through. Your hand in mine is a story told in a language only we two knew. I've seen your tears fall on the kitchen floor when the world outside was cool and loud. I held you close and locked the door, said let them stay outside the cloud. You whispered, what if I'm not enough for the dreams you carry in your chest? I kissed your forehead, soft and rough, said you are my only rest. Now the years have silvered your hair, and my steps are slower than before, but the love we built is still there. Not a flame, but a steady core. We don't need words to fill the space. A glance says what tongues can't name. let the young ones chase their fleeting games. I found my heaven first and last in the simple sacred weight of your name. No chorus, no refrain, no clever art, just two souls, warm but true. Love ain't the fire that burns the heart, it's the ember that carries you through. Stop saying my name last spring, not with anger, not with a fight. Just let it fall like a broken wing in the hollow of the night. I'd reach for you across the bed, but your back was a wall I couldn't climb. The words we left unspoken said more than 1,000 words in time. Our breakfast table grew so wide, 2 continents of toast and tea. You'd read your paper, I'd sit inside the prison of what we used to be. I remember when we'd feed each other fruit and laughter, skin and heat. Now we're strangers, sister and brother, in a house that forgot how to breathe. Your suitcase waited by the door for 3 whole months before you went. I'd walk past it and ask no more, too scared to know what it meant. One evening you packed it slow and neat, folded your sweaters, your scarves, your pride. You kissed my forehead bittersweet, said some loves need to step aside. I didn't beg, I didn't scream, just watched your taillights disappear. The night swallowed your fading gleam, and I stood there for a year. In that single moment, frozen still, counting the cracks in the driveway stone. Love ain't always about the will, sometimes it's about letting go alone. Now I find your hair on my old coat, a strand of brown against the black. I don't throw it away, I don't glow, I just let it remind me of the lack. Your perfume still haunts the closet door, and your book sits open on page 94. I can't close it, can't read ahead. It's the story of us left unsaid. Last night I called your number just to hear the voicemail I know by heart. Your voice was warm but not sincere, just a recording, a piece of art. I whispered, I hope you're happy now, wherever you are. whoever you hold. Then I hung up, took a breath somehow, felt a little less cold. So this is love, not the fairy tale, not the night, not the rescue, not the crown. It's the ship that sets sail when the harbor has burned down. It's the courage to walk away when staying means losing yourself. It's the prayer you don't say, but feel on the highest shelf of your heart, where the ache lives free, where silence speaks more than melody. I loved you then, I love you still, but love ain't always about the thrill. Sometimes it's the quiet, the empty chair, the unshed tear, the cold night air, and the knowing deep and true that I'll always be a part of you. Your shadow fits where mine falls short, like rivers finding their way to sea. I never knew I missed a part till you showed the rest of me. Your voice is quiet as morning fog, but it echoes deeper than any shout. You took my chaos thread by thread and taught my silence how to shout. The world outside is sharp and cold, but your palms are warm as summer sand. My worries in your hold, and they dissolve like rain on land. We walked through fires that left no scar, and swam through floods that didn't drown, because your heart became my star, and my heart became your crown. You don't complete me, that's a lie. You just remind me who I am, a mirror made of gentle eyes, a shelter when the cold wind slams. So let the years roll wild and fast, let youth and beauty fade to gray. The shape of you will always last, the soul I chose, come what may. I was 17 with scuffed up shoes. You were the new girl in the second row. Your hair was a mess of honey and blues, and I couldn't speak. I just watched you glow. The teacher called your name, soft and sweet, and I wrote it on my notebook page 27 times incomplete, like a poem trapped in a cage. You sat beside me in biology class, our elbows touching on the lab desk wood. I pretended to study the microscope glass, but I was counting your breath, and I understood. This feeling had no textbook name, no formula, no chart, no rule. It was just a quiet, gentle flame in the heart of a clumsy fool. I walked you home through the October leaves. They crunched like secrets under our feet. You talked about your dreams, your beliefs, and I listened like the sky was complete. Only when your voice filled the air, you stopped at your gate, turned around, said thank you for walking me there. You're the sweetest person I found. That night I couldn't sleep a wink, just stared at the ceiling and tried to think of a way to tell you, clean and plain, that my heart had forgotten how to refrain. I wrote you a letter, tore it apart, wrote it again with a trembling hand. 3 pages of hope, a work of art that I never had the courage to send. Spring came with its cherry bloom, and you wore a dress the color of sky. We sat on the hill behind your room, watching the clouds go drifting by. You leaned your head upon my shoulder, and time just melted into gold. I never felt so young or older, a story that had never been told. Summer ended, you moved away to a city I couldn't pronounce. We promised to write every single day, but letters grow quiet, ounces of ounce. I still have your photograph, folded and worn, your smile frozen in '89. The edges are frayed, the colors are torn, but your eyes still shine like wine. Children ask about my past. I tell them once you are, with your honey hair and your sky blue dress. You were my first light, my first star, the sweetest kind of happiness. No regrets, no what ifs, no bitter taste, just gratitude for that golden space where two young hearts in perfect grace found each other in a crowded place. For lightning that day, just coffee black and a quiet chair. He walked in, brushed the rain away, and suddenly I was gasping for air. Your coat was dripping, your hair a mess, but your eyes held a calm I couldn't name. The whole room faded to a soft caress. I knew your face, though we never came close enough to touch, close enough to fall. But something in my chest began to call. You ordered a tea you didn't even drink, just stared at the window, lost in thought. I wanted to speak, but I couldn't think. Every word I knew came out as naught. Then you turned and caught my staring eyes, and you smiled like you'd known me for years. No hello, no name, no alibis, just two strangers dissolving their fears in a single moment that stretched so wide. The universe stepped to the side. We walked the pier till the stars came out. The waves were singing a restless tune. You said I've been filled with so much doubt, but tonight the sky looks like a moon that's finally found its missing tide. I took your hand, slow and unsure. You didn't pull, you didn't hide. You leaned in close and whispered pure, some meetings on accidental chance. They're the universe learning to dance. The next 3 weeks were a fever dream, late night calls and morning texts. You'd send me poems, I'd send you screams of joy I'd never expressed in text. We built a world from pillow talk and shared our scars like secret maps. You taught my feet how to walk without looking back at the traps of old loves and broken vows. You showed me the power of now. Then came the storm we didn't see, a phone call, tears, a distant cry. You had to leave, had to set me free to a life you couldn't justify. Your mother was ill, your roots were torn, your heart was split between love and blood. I held you close that final morning, whispered through the rising flood. Go, my love, don't look behind. What's real in the heart ain't confined. A year is past, the pier is gone, rebuilt by strangers who don't know our name. But every time I hear a dawn begin to break, I feel the same. Your fingers tracing my restless skin, your breath like whiskey on my neck. We never finished what we could begin, but love like ours leaves no wreck. Stays like a scent in an empty room, like a flower that blooms too soon. So here I stand, a little less whole, but fuller than I'd ever been. You didn't complete me, you made me whole by showing me the depth within. Some loves are brief, but burn so bright, they outlast lives of endless years. You are my thunder before the night, my joy, my ache, my quiet tears. I don't regret a single second, even the goodbye, even the pain, because love that true ain't ever reckoned by how long it stays, but how it remains. In the marrow, in the breath, in the silent space of forever that needs no